Welcome to episode 25 of the Metamagix Monster Manual and our first standalone episode. In today's episode, I am going to cover how I think you should run the Rake from the new hit game In Silence in DnD 5e. Now, In Silence is an asymmetric multiplayer 5 versus 1 game where 5 survivors have to take down or escape the Rake, which is a cryptid-like monster trying to kill them. Now, for the Rake stat block, the Rake is a monster that has a very poor range of sight, so it relies heavily on tremor sense and a very small amount of blind sight. You will see that laid out in the stat block. So without any further delay, let's just jump right into it. As a reminder, you can find a link to the stat block in the description of this video, where it will take you to my Twitter or my Discord, where you can find a picture to download for free. So this is the Rake, and to begin, the Rake is classified as a large monstrosity with the Chaotic Evil tag. He has an armor class of 15, 142 hit points, or 15 d10 plus 60 hit points, a movement speed of 40 feet. For the stat array, he has a high strength, dexterity, and constitution, and wisdom at 16, 16, 18, and 16 respectively, with a negative intelligence of 8 and a normal charisma at 10. For his senses, he has blind sight of 10 feet and is completely blind beyond 10 feet. He has tremor sense of 45 feet and a passive perception of 13. It speaks 0 languages and is a challenge rating of 9. Now, unfortunately, in the large amount of time that I've been playing this game, I was never given the role of killer once, as it's randomized. So I have no gameplay to show you for the rest of the stat book. So we're just going to run right down the list of abilities, and I'll probably run the trailer back around or something like that. So to begin, the Rake's first ability is Sprint. The Rake may dash as a bonus action instead of an action, and when it does, it has advantage on strength checks made to grapple creatures. So this entire purpose of this ability is meant to get easy grapples. Next up is Sense. The Rake has advantage on wisdom perception checks involving sound. And finally, we have Enrage. When Rake is reduced to half its maximum hit points, it becomes enraged. While enraged, Rake may attempt to grapple targets as a bonus action instead of an action, and Rake also gains a multi-attack, so it becomes very dangerous when he hits around 70 or so hit points. So for his actions, we have multi-attack, requires enrage. The Rake makes 2 claw attacks, and for the claw attacks, they are melee weapon attacks, plus 7 to hit, reach 5 feet, and deal 10 or 2d6 plus 3 slashing damage. And for his main deadly attack, we have the Bite. It is a melee weapon attack. The target must be grappled, hence the advantage in the earlier part of the stat block. Plus 7 to hit, reach 5 feet, and deal 16 or 3d8 plus 3 piercing damage. So the way I think you should run this killer is as a very hit and run killer. You're meant to abduct targets with the fast dash grapple mechanic before you can finish them off, ideally in an isolated location. Also, your advantage on perception checks will allow you to locate creatures even though you do not necessarily have sight on them. Use your sound. That is the key to this monster. But guys, that is how I think you should run the Rake from In Silence in DnD 5e. If you guys enjoyed the stat block and enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. This will probably be the last entry in the Metamagix Monster Manual that I make before the big review on Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, with all the different pieces put together in a bunch of different videos. So be sure to subscribe and not miss any of those coming out very soon, guys. But until next time, have fun, stay safe, and as always, happy gaming.